Beneath the crimson rain, the storm came without warning. Gabriella Cruz tightened her grip on her umbrella as the wind howled down the narrow Manila street. She had just left the art gallery she curated, her heels clicking anxiously on the wet pavement. She should have called for a ride, but something in her gut urged her to walk. Something, or someone. 3 blocks away, watching from the shadows, Damian Reyes adjusted the cuff of his coat and followed her silently. He had watched her for weeks, protecting her without her knowledge. To her, he was just a man who came to the gallery once, bought a painting, and disappeared. But Damian was far more than that. He was once a soldier, now a private investigator, and secretly in love with the woman he was hired to protect. Gabriella had no idea someone wanted her dead. She only began to notice strange things a week ago. Her office drawer was open when she swore she'd locked it. Her favorite red scarf vanished, then reappeared in her car's back seat. And once, late at night, she felt eyes on her. But when she turned around, no one was there. Tonight, though, she wasn't imagining it. She stopped abruptly under a flickering streetlight, her breath catching in her throat. The rain was steady now, blurring the city into silver and red, but she could sense it. Footsteps. A presence. "Who's there?" she called, her voice trembling. Silence. She turned, heart pounding. And then Damian stepped into the light. "Don't scream," he said gently, holding out his hands. "I'm not here to hurt you. I've been watching over you." Gabriella stared at him, recognition dawning in her eyes. You're the man from the gallery." "Yes," he said, rain dripping from his hair. "But I didn't come for art. I was hired by your father before he died. He suspected someone was after you." Gabriella's face paled. "My father. He died in a car crash 2 months ago." "It wasn't an accident," Damian said softly. "I've been investigating, and now they're coming for you." She staggered back, gripping a lamppost. "This sounds insane. Why would anyone?" "You're about to inherit his estate. And something in that estate, documents, maybe evidence, could destroy powerful men." Before she could respond, a black car screeched into the street. Its headlights pinned them in place. Damian grabbed her arm. "Run!" They raced into the alley, water splashing around their feet. A gunshot rang out, narrowly missing them. Gabriella screamed, her breath ragged, as they ducked behind a dumpster. Damian pulled a small pistol from his coat. "Stay low. Don't move." Another shot cracked through the rain. Then silence. Damian peered around the corner. Empty. The car was gone. He turned to her, eyes dark with worry. "We need to get out of here. I have a safe house outside the city." Gabriella hesitated, her mind spinning. But something in his voice, calm, protective, gave her a strange peace. She nodded. The safe house was a cabin deep in the hills of Antipolo. Warm, quiet, and surrounded by trees whispering secrets in the night. Gabriella sat by the fireplace, wrapped in a blanket, sipping hot salabat. "I still don't understand why you'd help me," she said softly. "You barely know me." Damian stared into the flames. "I knew your father. He saved my life in Afghanistan. When he called, I owed him. But it became more than a mission." Gabriella looked at him, her heartbeat quickening. "More?" He turned to her then, his gaze vulnerable. "I watched you, Gabriella, and I felt something I hadn't felt in years. You were brave, kind, passionate about art, About life. I fell in love with the way you see beauty, even in broken things. Tears welled in her eyes. No one had spoken to her like that. Ever. I was broken, she whispered, losing my dad, feeling alone. But when you're here, I feel safe. He moved closer, gently touching her cheek. I'll protect you, with my life. Their lips met, soft at first, then deep, desperate, as if making up for all the moments they could have missed. 3 days passed. Damien uncovered the truth. Documents hidden in Gabriella's father's encrypted files showed illegal arms deals tied to a high-ranking official. Gabriella held the key to exposing everything. But they were found. In the dead of night, the cabin was attacked. Gunfire shattered windows. Damien fought them off, shielding Gabriella, bleeding but refusing to fall. And when the police finally arrived, tipped off by an ally of her father, the threat was over. For good. 6 months later. The gallery was brighter than ever. Gabriella now ran it in her father's name. But more than that, she painted again. Her latest exhibit, Crimson Rain, told the story of fear, hope, and love under fire. In the crowd, Damien stood, healthy and proud, holding her hand. And when asked about the painting's meaning, Gabriella smiled. It's about the night I lost everything. Fear, doubt, my old life, and the night I found love. Damien kissed her temple. Because sometimes, beneath the darkest skies, love finds you. And stays. The end. Sometimes, danger opens the door to a love that's been waiting all along.